from the soul with it. Yeah.
I think that Monique was 100% right on that Breakfast Club interview. You know, she had great a lot of great points. And the reason I don't watch the Breakfast Club is because I feel like Charlamagne promotes ignorance. You know, in this world we have to grow, we have to evolve, we have to, get better. We have to strive for more in this world if you want to get better and you want more out of life. I just feel like Charlamagne is a person who constantly, even with that interview reminded me so much of the Kanye West interview. Everything that Monique is going through right now, it reminds me of the Kanye West situation where Kanye West was exposing Nike for not giving him royalties and giving him the things that he wanted. And he talked about the racism that was going on. Now, I had a conversation with someone on YouTube because I left a comment on there. And when I went back to the comment, what's funny is when I went back, I realized that the comment had almost like 200 something likes. So I'm like, whoa, like if I knew it was going to get that many likes, I would have promoted my brand or something like, but it was just like, what I left was I said that if a person works a regular job, then they're not going to understand where Monique is coming from. If a person works a regular job, they're going to side with Charlamagne. The average person is going to side with Charlamagne because they go to work every day. And the reason I said that is because I've worked at a job before, right? And I was telling you guys, this goes back to the Troy Ave interview, which is funny because Charlamagne shows up for Monique when he gives her Donkey of the Day, but he doesn't show up when Troy Ave comes up there. He gives him Donkey of the Day. So back to that Troy Ave interview where I was saying about as far as like having a job, mentally, it strips you of your confidence. It strips you of your confidence. Like I was telling you, a guy told me, it's not right for people. How you going to say it's wrong for people to work? I never said it was anything right or wrong about it. I said that people have that slave mentality when you work a job. How would I know? I worked the job. So I could give you both sides. I could tell you both sides. It's mentally draining and it strips you of your confidence. I know because I've worked jobs before. So I would be the one who would be able to tell you. You see what I'm saying? When I was working, you got somebody telling you what time to get up in the morning. Like they're not, it's indirect, it's subliminally. They're not coming out right and telling you that you got to get up and work. But you need that paycheck. They have the power in their hands to let you go whatever you do. It's like walking on thin ice. It's like walking on a line. You all the way up in the air, all the way high up in the air, and you got to walk this line to try to survive and try to live. If you fall off, you're going to die. It's the same thing with working a job. Somebody's constantly telling you what to wear because you got to wear your uniform. Somebody telling you what to wear, how to think, how to talk. If you talk a certain way to a person, you're fired. You either sent home or you're fired. Somebody telling you when to take a break, when you can eat. You can't be on the phone. You can't do this. You can't do that. What time to get off. And I'm not saying that it's something wrong, but I'm just saying we got to want more. That's all I'm saying. Strive for more. And they know this. They know this, and they don't promote that. Charlamagne, when he interviewed Dame Dash did an interview recently, and he said everything that he said on that Breakfast Club about people having a job. He said Charlamagne came back to him and told him he was right. One-on-one, face-to-face, he told him he was right. So why didn't Charlamagne come back? And Monique brought up that point. She brought up that point. How come when people tell you a story and they leave holes in the story and then they're left with that perception of you, but when they get the truth, they never come back and explain the full truth, and they make that person still look bad and that person still that person, the image that you have about that person is negative. Instead of coming back and clearing it up, why didn't Charlamagne come back and say Dame Dash was right about everything he said about empowering yourself, black empowerment, not working for nobody else, being the boss? You could partner with somebody and be a partner. And I hate when people say everybody is not fit to be a boss. If everybody is fit to work a job, then everybody could be a boss. Everybody in this world not the same. Yes, they are. Majority, 99% of the people in this world are sheep. So you telling me 99% of people in the world could be sheep, but 99% of people in the world can't be a boss? How much sense does that make? It doesn't make sense at all. And my point being is Monique knows her worth. There's nothing wrong with partnering with Netflix, becoming a producer, and having control of what she want and what she don't want on her show, on her set, on her special. What's wrong with that? And what I was explaining, what if my niece, for example, wants to be an actress? Or what if you're working at your job, and while you're working at this job in an entertainment business, let's say you work in an entertainment business, and you get a role, you get a small role. And in that small role, they offer you the role, you're not getting paid that much money, but there's a lead character. And you have one little point in that show, where people just fall in love with your character. You just say one little line and people love it. You become huge. You're just as important. They love you just as much as they love the lead character. Now they want to make your role big. Now they want to give you a bigger role, have you doing more. So what if you go in there and you say, they're not trying to offer you no more money. They're not trying to give you what you're really worth. So what if you say you about to leave? And they tell you if you leave, they're going to destroy your image. They're going to make you look bad. They're going to blackball you. And it's going to be hard for you to get another role somewhere else. What if that person is getting raped behind the scenes and not really saying nothing? They feel like they have to do that, or they're going to lose their role. They're going to just lose everything. What should that person do? Should that person just shut up, be humble, like Kendrick Lamar say, to be humble? The first thing we do, we assume, we see people with these jokes and they say things without getting all the details, the correct information, getting everything we need to know, right? We don't do our homework first, right? We never do our homework. We just go along with the flow because everybody else is clowning that person. So that's just like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I have a song called Devil's Hallway that's on my intro. Devil's Hallway. Now, when people look at that song, they say I had a lot of comments. That's messed up. You look at you promoting the devil this, the devil that, the devil this, the devil that. That's bad. You shouldn't promote that to kids. Blah blah blah. I bet you he never took time to hear the lyrics. Because if he go listen to the lyrics, he'll feel stupid. He'll feel absolutely dumb. Because once you hear the message and what I'm saying in that song, people will say, man, that's some of the best lyrics I've heard in a long time. In a long time. I feel like Monique knows her worth. She said, I mean, it's okay for me to go on and do other things and leave Netflix alone, but should I just shut up and not say nothing? That mean you don't want me to expose them? I should just shut up and not expose this? Not bring light to it? Why should I do that? And if Monique is right, I guarantee you Charlamagne won't come back up there and say that Monique was right. Because he constantly promotes a negative message. That's why I don't watch Charlamagne. Some people call him Charlamagne a god. I'm not going to call another man a god or anything. I'm going to call him Charlamagne. And then you have a lot of people like, why does Monique man got to come with her everywhere? And why her man got to do this? I like the fact that she got a strong black man sitting like right beside her. We don't have that in today's society. A man there to fight for you at all times. She called him daddy. Got people like, why she call him daddy? Do you understand what that does for a man confidence? Like, women don't understand because, well, a lot of them don't understand. I'm not gonna say all women. A lot of women don't understand because men, certain things that you could say to a man that could destroy a man's confidence. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that you could say. So we got to empower each other. When you got a strong black man beside you that want to help you every step of the way, that knows what he's talking about, that's educated, I want somebody in there fighting for me because he got my best interest. Why wouldn't I be beside him? Why wouldn't I? That's great, you know? And that's why I don't watch that TV. That's why I don't watch that platform. The only time I watch it is if somebody positive up there that's trying to empower people, that's helping to empower. That's the only time I watch it. When Dr. Boyce Watkins is up there, that's when I like to watch it. I like when Troy Ave's up there. He's gonna give you some gems. He may be a little ignorant every now and then, but it's a balance. It's not full outblown just ignorance and just trying to destroy his own people. You know, if you go back and watch what Troy Ave been saying, he been saying the same thing. He been saying the same thing. The same thing. We have to stick together. We all have to stick together and we have to get better. You know, some female told me in the comments, well, Kanye West didn't try to boycott Nike. He basically, without saying it, he really boycotted Nike. He didn't come out and say he boycotted Nike, but he threw their name in the mud, which was pretty much the same concept. It was pretty much the exact same concept. And Charlamagne said the exact same thing when he was beside Kanye West. He said, why did you denounce these corporations? Why are you going at these corporations? Why are you saying things bad about these corporations? And Kanye West said, I'm not afraid. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. The same thing they told Monique, they clowned her. But when the joke was over, Kanye West was right. And Dame Dash will tell you. Dame Dash will tell you that Kanye West was fighting to get his royalties. Nike didn't get it. He went over to Adidas and got it. He eventually got it. Well, he brought light to that situation. You don't know who that could have helped. You don't know who it could have helped. But anyway, that's my take on it. You know, I wish Monique the best. I hope that she gets the deal she's looking for. If she doesn't get the deal that she's looking for, I hope that everything works out for her. You know, I hope that everything works out for her. I would like to see, I hope that, because there's going to be a time where, you know, this younger generation get older, and we need people like Monique who has the courage to speak up. And I hope that Monique get what she wants, because she deserves it. You got to know your worth in this world. We got to know our worth.